In the tapestry of time, there are moments so profound they have the power to unravel the very essence of our being. In the city's cold embrace lived a man of today, a man of this time. His days were filled with the city's clamor, his nights with its neon glow. He worked, he dined, he socialized, yet a profound void echoed within him, a melody unsung, a chord unstruck. Despite the city's vibrant hum, he often felt a haunting loneliness, like a timeless lullaby. One day, seeking solace in the city's embrace, he found himself drawn to an ancient ruin, an architectural whisper from days gone by. As he stepped into its hallowed halls, he felt an inexplicable pull, a magnetic resonance that seemed to vibrate deep within his bones. In the heart of the ruin, amidst the silent stones, stood a monolithic archway, its surface adorned with intricate carvings that seemed to writhe and twist into enigmatic patterns. Intrigued, he reached out to touch its weathered surface. And in that instant, the world around him shimmered and dissolved into a vortex of swirling energy, pulling him into the abyss. Then, just as abruptly, the energy coalesced, the swirling subsided, and he found himself enveloped by an unfamiliar tranquility. Gone was the oppressive heat of the city, replaced by a gentle warmth that caressed his skin. The acrid stench of exhaust fumes had yielded to the sweet fragrance of blooming flora. Overhead, instead of a cityscape marred by towering structures, he saw a canopy of lush green leaves dancing in the soft caress of the breeze. He was surrounded by towering trees, their branches interlaced in a verdant embrace that formed a natural cathedral around him. Birdsong filled the air, a melodious chorus that replaced the city's relentless roar. Dazed, he turned to retrace his steps, but the path behind him had vanished, replaced by the same dense foliage. Panic tightened its icy grip around his heart. Where was he? How could he possibly return to the familiar streets he had known all his life? Lost and alone in this verdant labyrinth, fear threatened to consume him. As twilight began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of amber and rose, he stumbled upon a clearing. And there, nestled amidst the trees, bathed in the ethereal glow of the setting sun, was a small cottage, its thatched roof blending seamlessly with the rich brown hues of the wooden walls. A wisp of smoke curled invitingly from its chimney, carrying with it the promise of warmth and perhaps, if he dared to hope, sanctuary. Mustering what little courage he could, he approached the cottage. Just as he reached out to knock, the door swung open, revealing a woman who seemed to embody the very essence of the enchanting surroundings. Her eyes were as clear and bright as the morning sky, reflecting a spirit untamed and free. Her hair cascaded down her back like a flowing river, mirroring the nearby babbling brook. Her smile was as warm and inviting as the cottage's hearth, promising solace and comfort. "Welcome," she said, her voice as melodious as the birds that filled the forest with their songs. "You seem weary and lost. Come in, rest and share your tale." In that moment, he poured out his story, the tale of a man out of time, a man seeking a way back to his world. She listened intently, her gaze unwavering, her expression a mixture of concern and contemplation. "Your story is a rare one," she finally spoke, her voice echoing the wisdom of the ancient woods. "But fret not. While the path back to your time may be shrouded in mystery, you are not alone in this labyrinth of time. There's more to this place than meets the eye, and I believe you hold the key to unlocking its secrets." And so began his odyssey of discovery, guided by the enigmatic woman who seemed to hold the secrets of the whispering ruins. Together, they ventured deeper into the emerald embrace of the ancient woods, seeking answers among the moss-covered stones and the rustling leaves. Days turned into weeks, and with each passing moment, his connection with the woman deepened. They explored hidden waterfalls, their laughter echoing in the emerald sanctuary. They walked barefoot on sun-warmed grass, their hands brushing, creating sparks of connection in the vast expanse of nature's beauty. He learned to hunt with a spear, fish with a woven net, and build a fire with primitive tools, rediscovering skills that had been dormant in human history. As the moon waxed and waned in the star-studded sky, he began to understand the rhythm of the ancient world. He reveled in the simplicity of life here, a stark contrast to the complexities of his own time. He slept under a canopy of stars, their light filtering through the leaves overhead, serenading him into dreams filled with wonder. In the quiet moments by the fire, the woman would share tales of a time when humans lived in harmony with nature, their communities thriving on cooperation and love. Her stories were like threads weaving a rich tapestry of a bygone era. And as he listened, he couldn't help but feel a pang of longing for a simpler, more authentic way of life. Yet a part of him, a part he had never known existed, yearned to stay in this enchanting realm where life flowed at a gentler pace, where connection with the earth and its people was profound, where love was as natural as the cycle of the seasons. Meanwhile, the whispering ruin remained a constant presence at the edge of his awareness, a silent reminder of his journey out of time and the possibility of return. It stood as a portal to his past, a past he now cherished, a past that held a love he never thought possible. He found himself standing before the monolithic archway that had become a symbol of his journey through time. The portal shimmered before him, offering a passage back to his own time. But as he looked into its swirling depths, he hesitated. For in that moment, the woman stepped into his view, her eyes shining with love and understanding. The decision that followed was both agonizing and liberating. Torn between two worlds, two loves, two lives, he chose to stay. To stay with the woman who had shown him the true meaning of love, connection, and belonging. To stay in a world that, despite its simplicity, had taught him more about life than he could have ever imagined. And so he turned away from the time portal, leaving behind the familiar hum of the modern world for the enchanting melody of the ancient woods. As the years spun their timeless tales, he found contentment in the rhythm of life by the whispering ruin. He built a home with the woman, a haven filled with love and laughter. Their days were spent in shared labor and quiet companionship, their nights under a canopy of stars, their love story unfolding like a timeless ballad. Through the changing seasons, their love remained steadfast. They weathered storms together, finding solace in each other's embrace. They celebrated the bounty of the earth, sharing their joys with the community that had become their family. He discovered a well in the village square, its waters said to possess healing properties. People came from far and wide to bathe in its rejuvenating embrace. He often helped the villagers, sharing his knowledge of medicine from his time, bridging the gap between two eras. Despite the whispers of ancient magic that followed him, he found peace in the simple routines of daily life. The memory of his original world, though vivid, faded with each passing day, replaced by the warmth of his new reality. He had found his purpose here, not in escaping his past, but in embracing the present. He had found his home. One day, standing hand in hand with the woman he loved, he looked out over the golden field that stretched before them, a sea of waving wheat under a sky of endless blue. In the distance, the whispering ruins stood as a silent sentinel, connecting him to his past without defining his future. The modern world, with its towering structures and bustling crowds, seemed like a distant dream, a memory from another lifetime. Was he truly lost in time, or had he simply found himself? As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the field, he knew that his journey through time had been more than just a twist of fate. It had been a journey of self-discovery, a journey to a place where time stood still and love echoed through eternity. He realized that the love he shared with the woman, a love that had bloomed in the heart of an ancient world, was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a spirit capable of transcending time, space, and circumstance. In that moment, as the sky blazed with hues of crimson and gold, he understood that his story, their story, was not just about being lost in time. It was about being found in love. And as the last rays of sunlight kissed the horizon, he and the woman continued their timeless walk hand in hand, their silhouettes etched against the dying embers of the day, their love a beacon in the gathering dusk. The whispering ruin receded into the distance, its secrets safe within the folds of time. For in the symphony of existence, their love had found its crescendo. And so their journey became a legend whispered on the winds that wrestled through the ancient woods. A legend of a love that defied time, a love that bloomed in the heart of an ancient world and echoed through eternity.